For $30,000, a woman moves in with a man she just met for a week. However, she soon discovers her new companion's deadly secret. Marie entertains a client in exchange for a luxury bag. Aside from accommodating clients, she makes money from modeling on a fan website. She also runs an online class teaching others about her lifestyle. However, Marie's ultimate goal is to find her whale, someone who can secure her financial future. One night, her roommate Eddie arrives home and notices Marie's new bag. He comments that she can sell it, but Marie wants to keep it, arguing that, unlike him, she didn't grow up with luxury. Eddie argues that his father is wealthy, not him. Since his mother divorced him, Eddie's father had cut them off financially. Marie advises him to make money out of online content, but he doesn't feel comfortable with it. In contrast, Marie wants to earn more from content, so she later accepts an invitation to collaborate with another model. The next day, she poses for pictures with Lucky. As she checks the images they got, Lucky finds that Marie's phone received messages from someone named Jeff. Marie explains that he's a potential client, adding that she likes being a sugar baby since she's good at it. Lucky, on the other hand, thinks online content is safer. She goes on to check Marie's online profile and gives her advice on how to get more fans and charge more money from them. Overhearing their conversation, Eddie mentions reading about a model like them who recently went missing. Dismissing this rumor, Lucky invites Marie to a trip where they'll make content with other models. The next day, Marie meets with her new client, Jeff. He shares that he's recently divorced and dating has been difficult for him. Marie assumes that he wants to pour his physical tension over someone, but Jeff clarifies that he also wants a deeper connection with his partner. However, Marie asserts that he has to pay to get to know her. With that, Jeff pays her $400 for a conversation. As the conversation goes on, Jeff decides that he wants to be with Marie, so he invites the woman to move in with him for a week to test their compatibility. Thinking that this is ridiculous, Marie demands $30,000 for the arrangement, and to her surprise, the man agrees. Still, she thinks he's making false promises, yet Jeff insists that he's serious. That night, Marie updates her fan page, but gets curious about the rumor Eddie mentioned. She proceeds to check the profile of the supposed missing model, Chloe, but gets distracted when Jeff texts her. He apologizes about coming on strong earlier, then sends her $500, inviting her to meet tonight. However, Marie already has plans with Lucky. Late that night, she meets up with Lucky's group, though when the ladies explain that they're represented by an agency that charges 40% of their earnings, Marie refuses to join. Still, the ladies assure her that they earn more with the agency, urging her to try it out. Just then, Marie receives $15,000 from Jeff. Convinced that the man will actually pay, Marie comes up with an excuse to leave Lucky and her friends before rushing to Jeff's house. The man welcomes her warmly at his home to discuss their arrangement. Marie stresses that she's never done this before, so for $30,000, she'll move in for a week to see if their connection is mutually beneficial. If they prove that there's a real connection between them, Marie will stop seeing other clients, and in turn, Jeff will provide all her needs and desires. Jeff agrees, adding that he wants their arrangement to feel like a real relationship. With that, he starts asking Marie about herself, urging her to be honest with him. For the first time, the woman opens up to a client about her dreams to be an artist, which she abandoned since art school was expensive. Marie then wonders when they'll begin their trial run, and Jeff asks her to move in now. She points out that she didn't bring her belongings, so the man leads her to a walk-in closet, where he's already bought clothes that impress Marie. Seeing her pleased, Jeff moves in to kiss her before heading off. While he's away, Marie calls Eddie to share the news. Her friend is excited that she might finally get her whale, though he's concerned that she only met her new client yesterday. Just then, Jeff calls her, so Marie goes to the bathroom, where the man has prepared a bath for her. He then watches quietly as she relaxes in the water. The next day, Marie wanders around Jeff's house and finds a locked door downstairs. She goes to Jeff to ask about it but finds the man busy with a phone call, so she goes to the pool to pass the time. As she enjoys the water, the man walks up to her, surprising her and making her drop her phone into the water. He assures her that he'll fix her phone, so Marie proceeds to ask him about the locked room. Jeff teases that it's his dungeon, promising to let her in once she's proven herself worthy. Over dinner that evening, Marie asks why he wanted this arrangement. Awkwardly, Jeff admits that he likes control, though the woman clarifies that the submissive party actually controls the situation, since these arrangements are limited to what they want. Jeff wonders if she'd like to be the dominant one, and, out of curiosity, Marie tries ordering him around. However, when she raises her hand to punish him, Jeff puts her in a chokehold. The two then take their arrangement to a physical level. Late that night, Marie wakes up to a sound in the hallway, leading her to see Jeff carrying something heavy from the room down the hall. He takes the object into the locked room, but when he turns back, Marie rushes to the bed and pretends to sleep. Soon enough, Jeff joins her, and Marie, pretending to have just woken up, asks where he's been. He lies that he took a call, and this only makes the woman more suspicious of him. As soon as Jeff leaves the bedroom in the morning, the frightened woman gathers her things and runs to escape. Before heading out, though, Marie goes to the room down the hall to figure out what Jeff was doing there. To her surprise, the room is filled with art materials. Jeff steps in, claiming to have been preparing it last night to surprise her. He adds that he even put away an old Persian rug to get the room ready. Realizing that he was carrying the rug last night, Marie admits that she saw him and got scared. She apologizes for this, and Jeff dismisses her concerns before returning her phone. Marie spends the day alone at the house. She tries to get back into painting, though she finds that her heart isn't in it. She gets ready to go to the pool instead, missing Eddie's call. He leaves her a voicemail, announcing that Chloe just posted again so she's safe. With this, he feels that he doesn't have to worry about his friend anymore. That afternoon, Marie tries on some of the clothes and takes pictures with them. Eddie then messages her with Chloe's profile link, urging her to connect with her for a collaboration. However, when Marie looks through Chloe's recent photos, the clothes she's wearing are similar to those in Jeff's closet. Fearing that Jeff kidnapped Chloe, Marie tries to escape again, only for the man to return. Surprised to see him, Marie accidentally drops her phone again, breaking it completely this time. Marie then lies that her uncle was rushed to the hospital, so she needs to leave. However, she finds that the door has an automatic lock that Jeff controls from his phone. She begs him to let her go, but to her horror, Jeff knows that she doesn't have an uncle since he's investigated her entire family. He then approaches her, so the woman kicks him and runs off, only for Jeff to easily catch up and knock her out. Marie soon wakes up alone in the bedroom. Quickly, she checks the bathroom for something to use and finds a bottle of sleeping medication. She gathers a handful and hides them in her dress. Marie then goes to the dining room where she asks Jeff what's in the locked room, suspicious that Chloe is inside. Instead of answering, Jeff insists on starting over so they can enjoy their week, and with no choice, Marie agrees. Jeff proceeds to fetch their meal from the kitchen, and Marie uses this chance to add the medicine to his drink. Before she can, however, Jeff looks back, so she pretends to reach for his glass to have a sip. He scolds her for misbehaving, and Marie lies down on the table, begging for mercy. He scolds her for misbehaving, and then asks what she thinks is inside his locked room. The woman cries, admitting that she thinks he'll lock her in there like what he did with Chloe. The man gets confused when she mentions Chloe, and Marie uses this moment of distraction to grab the glass and smash it on his head. She then retrieves a key from the unconscious man and unlocks the mysterious room. As she suspected, Chloe is inside, but the woman refuses to leave, seeing Jeff's home as paradise since he gives them whatever they want. Jeff soon catches up to them, noting that he planned to introduce Marie to Chloe when their week was up. He then releases Chloe and puts Marie in her room, locking her in as punishment for trying to escape. Late that night, after Jeff had gone to sleep, Chloe checks on Marie. She advises her to be nice to Jeff to get what she wants, but Marie calls her delusional. Not affected by this, Chloe just urges Marie to enjoy what's in her room before closing the door again. With nothing else to do, Marie checks the room and soon finds a journal with Chloe's drawings. She uses this to remind herself that she still has a chance to survive and escape. In the morning, Chloe visits her and reveals that she convinced Jeff to play hide-and-seek. Thinking that this will help them escape, Marie goes along with it. However, Jeff quickly finds them and ends their game quickly. That evening, Chloe shares with Marie that she was ready to end her life before Jeff saved her. The other woman wonders why she'd want to end her life when she was a successful online model. Chloe then starts flirting with her, assuring her that Jeff is setting them free. She comments that her fans don't really care about her, but Jeff accepts who she is. Seeing a way to get Chloe on her side, Marie gives in to her flirtation and starts pleasing the woman. Jeff finds them this way and watches, even ordering the women on what to do. During this, Chloe whispers to Marie to trust her. This has Marie playing along as Jeff orders Chloe to punish her. Chloe then invites the man to enjoy her alone and leave Marie in the kitchen. The man proceeds to take Chloe away, and Marie can only scream her frustrations into a towel. The woman tries her best to adapt to her situation, finding solace in painting while obeying Jeff. She and Chloe eventually find a camaraderie as they work on keeping Jeff happy. One day, Chloe is surprised to find that Marie has painted her. She joins her in painting, allowing Marie to ask about her, wondering if she misses her old life. Chloe claims that she doesn't, since her old life is full of fans thinking that they own her. Marie admits that the outside world is bad, but she believes that Jeff is worse. Chloe disagrees, believing that Jeff is just any other man who wants to get his way. Changing topics, Chloe asks about Marie's family, wondering if she's in the business due to her troubled relationship with her father. Marie claims that her father is a good man, but she became a sugar baby since it's a lucrative business that she can always walk out of when she wants to. She adds that she thinks actual romantic relationships aren't worth the risk of being hurt. Seeing that they have different views on their business, Chloe starts teasing Marie. This leads to a more passionate exchange between them, though Marie soon hesitates and urges Chloe to get cleaned up. The ladies then go shower together before joining their client in bed. The end of the week soon arrives, and to Marie's surprise, Jeff admits defeat. He doesn't think he can make her happy, so he sends her the money he owes and allows her to leave. With this, Marie says goodbye to Chloe, even urging her to leave as well. However, Chloe still likes being with Jeff, so the two kiss goodbye. As Marie heads out, Jeff asks her to take out a trash bag on her way. However, this is to let her see that he's also thrown out the painting she made for Chloe. She also finds that Chloe left her a drawing in her bag. Refusing to abandon the other woman, Marie decides to return to Jeff and begs him to let her stay. As Marie and Chloe later relax by the pool, Jeff invites a few men over, much to their confusion. Troubled, Chloe goes to the kitchen for a drink, only to discover a small camera that connects to a hidden server. She then retrieves Jeff's laptop, which reveals that the man has been recording the ladies' time together. Betrayed, Chloe leads Marie back to their room just as Jeff sees his guests out. Chloe reveals to her friend that Jeff has been recording them and posting the videos online to make money. Just then, Jeff arrives and the women confront him. Realizing that they found his laptop, he threatens Marie with a taser and orders Chloe to return his device. When she hesitates, Jeff uses the taser on Marie, knocking her out. Defeated, Chloe returns the laptop, and Jeff locks the women inside their room. When Marie wakes up that night, Chloe expresses guilt that she had her chance at freedom but returned for her. However, this makes Chloe realize that the woman loves her. She corners her into saying it, but Marie kisses her in response. The two proceed to take their relationship to the next level, before confirming their affection for each other. Now having a reason to escape, Chloe reveals that she knows how to pick a lock, and the ladies come up with a way to punish Jeff. They head downstairs in costume, but find that Jeff has another visitor. They sneak around the men as they search for Jeff's phone to unlock the front door. During this, Marie discovers that Jeff's visitor is Eddie, his son. Meanwhile, Jeff leaves his phone in the kitchen, not knowing that Chloe is hiding there. He then joins his son, only to find him talking to Marie. Eddie assumes that his father is showering his friend with money while holding out on him. Feeling betrayed, he storms off. As he does, Chloe slides Jeff's phone to Marie, but they need facial recognition to unlock it. To do this, they split up, with Marie hiding behind the bar. There, Jeff corners her, but Marie reaches for the hand sanitizer and spreads it on his face. With him confused, she quickly unlocks his phone with his face. She then unlocks the doors and meets up with Chloe, but Jeff tackles her. As she fights him off, Marie urges Chloe to escape. Hesitantly, the woman does, allowing Jeff to beat Marie. He then threatens to break her into submitting to him completely, but Chloe returns and slams a trash can over his head. Eddie also returns, having heard and recorded Jeff's threats on video. He threatens to report his father to the police, so Jeff tries to buy him out. However, Eddie recalls that his father left him and his mother, so at his lowest point, Marie became his family. With that, he punches him, choosing his friend over his father. Jeff fights back and chokes his son, so Chloe grabs the trash can and slams it over his head, finally knocking him out. As they stare down at the man who hurt them, Chloe wonders if they should call the police. However, Eddie warns that Jeff will do anything to avoid prison time. With this, Marie decides to take matters into their own hands. Soon, the ladies visit Jeff in their old prison. He apologizes and acts obediently to them, even trying to make them pity him. However, Marie figures out that if Jeff decides to end his life, Eddie will inherit his house and fortune, so that would be beneficial to them. The women then kiss before locking Jeff's room. Eddie later joins them in the living room, reporting that the content they posted has already earned them $2,000. Just then, a package is delivered, though the courier wonders where the man who lived in the house is. Marie tells him that her daddy isn't feeling well, and the confused courier wishes that her father will get well soon before leaving. This confirms to the trio that their charade works, allowing them to keep the house, the fortune, and their freedom.
Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.